for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truth.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And even 20 yards and a 1st down on the game's very first play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Rams nothing.
Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
On 2nd down and 4, Goff. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Here goes tonight. 180. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. We don't want that. Pick up the ball. Block quick.
They try and run forward here with Brown. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
To throw is Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Goff and Tyler Higbee hooking up. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. Play 56, play 56. Yeah.
They give it to Brown. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
at the 40.
Second and 11.
Check 41. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Escaping the pressure right. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Oh, you get the headache. Oh, you get the headache. Hey, 4-1.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Line 20. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 56. 56, right there. 56. Here we go, D. Here I come. Watch 83.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2-for-1. Hey, go kill. Spot. All right.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Down Rams.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try the air now with Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
On 1st down, it's Brown. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 38, Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Check nickel.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
Brown, the ball carrier.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
56 is Mike. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
2nd down and goal. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
22. Rams 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
56, Mike, 56. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 56 is Mike.
Out of the gun, gone. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. On 1st down, Goff. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To the air again. Goff. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. Third down here.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing again is Goff. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right?
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mahomes on the
kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. And they take a knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And they will take a knee here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to cut from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. He's going deep for Brown. They find some open field here. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is Brown on the draw play. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brown, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Now Gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
For the extra point.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Mahomes, good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes dancing to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the
Mahomes going to throw it here. Rolling to his right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out. Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Rams.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play.